so I don't start the beginning of this intro off dead, we're going to be going through China, Russia, COVID, and I got all these recordings, a few of these messages recorded onto my computer from my phone to let you see what these liberals do to people when they dox them. And as I was making that video, one of them called, and I was able to interact with them on the video on my computer while I was taking it. So that actually worked out pretty good. That just dawned on me. I'm just going to start recording everything they say, and we'll use that as content on here about how this cancel culture and these liberals try to scare people off. What's up, Bubba? So if you guys don't know, before I get into the content that we're going to look at tonight, somebody doxed me on an app called Reddit. And I've been getting hundreds and hundreds of calls every day on my phone. And they're like literally all night long, non-stop, phone ringing. People calling, threatening, saying really crazy stuff. So I got some recordings. I've posted a few things that have been going on here. Plus they got my bank account canceled this morning. They'll no longer accept funds from me or let me use my bank account. So as this cancel culture persists with me again right now, I'm going to show you people how cancel culture works with these guys, how they do this, and what they do to try to intimidate you and mess with you, just to try to screw with your head. These people are mentally divergent, and you'll hear that by some of these messages. Now, I'm going to let you see me and my reaction, because I listened to them as I was recording them. I never heard them before I listened to them on here. So we'll get into that. I just jumped on, and everybody knows, well, you two guys know that I'm early right now. I'm usually not on until 9:30, and I haven't been coming on because YouTube's been giving me so many problems again. I did come on my last live, and not one of my followers got the notification that I was live, and then the live was all glitchy. I stayed on for 25 minutes, and nobody even was notified. So, I'm in the process of building a website to do a podcast. So I'll just get away from the social media altogether, and we'll try to build up the podcast. And I don't give a shit if you're a troll. I don't care if you're liberal, Republican, whatever. You want to talk shit, you want to have a conversation, that's cool. You won't get banned from my website. So that's how that'll work. Because they've got my BerserkerPatriotStore.com all messed up, so I'm just going to go in and revamp the whole thing. There is a feature on there where I can put videos in, and I got to figure out how to do a live. I might start a Spotify account. Might start doing a Spotify or Locals or Minds, just to branch out and have more things going. Because I love you, Rumble, but for me, you suck. I haven't gotten any followers. I've been on Rumble since day one. The way you have to load things on Rumble is a little weird. You have to have a separate camera plus the app. I get that that's how you control your content, and you can moderate it a lot easier that way, and your data can't be stolen that way. I get why you do it. I'm not naive to that, but yeah, it takes like 30 minutes to download a 9-minute video though, and you can't use any other features on Rumble until that's done. Getter, I have sort of the same problems with. I do get some followers on Getter, but not like if I post a video on here, or because these are the outlets. As much as we say we want everybody off of these outlets, we still stay on them, right, guys? Because this is where we get the views sometimes. So I know I don't get any views on my lives, but I get a few people, and that's all. I don't really care. I don't do this for money, obviously. But so I don't know what's going to happen on here tonight, guys. So this is short, and we'll go through a bit of it. We're just going to connect some dots because there's weird things going on in the West Pacific right now. So, in case, okay, so the EU ramping up mass ammunition production. Yes. I didn't think doxing was legal, but I think it's there's nothing I can do about this because it's a picture of my truck that they posted, and my truck has my business information on it. So I publicly advertise that information on my truck. So there's not really anything I can do about that. Now the fact that they've gotten in, somehow figured out who my customers are and figured out what my bank account is, I haven't quite figured out that yet. The cops won't even do anything. I talked to an officer. I'm like, hey, can I figure out how they got into my bank account and stuff? I'd have to hire a private investigator or a lawyer or something like that, they said. So it's up to me to figure it out. I've contacted some friends that are in the tech and do some certain things in the military, and they're very good at it. So we're going to hand over. I have a number buster on my phone. I've already busted the majority of the private numbers that have called me. There's just still a few private numbers left that I haven't gone in and clicked on and actually busted and gotten the information from the number. But you can't call my phone from a private number. Even when the sheriff calls, it says sheriff. It doesn't say private number. I have an app that I pay like $16.99 a month for, and it gives me people's information when they call me. I don't like people calling me from private numbers. I normally don't answer it. It's normally the only one that calls you from private number is a coward or a cop. So a coward or, someone that hides behind a badge to gain power at this point. Yes, these people are cowards. Wait till you hear this sick shit that they do. It's nuts. Well, I'm on my phone, or I would show you. Luckily, I just took a video of all of it. So, like I said, the EU is ramping up mass ammunition production, like massive ammunition production. But it's not going to be for us. It's for the war that's coming. They're getting ready for the war. They said it themselves in the article. We're ramping up, and they also said it in this article. U.S. military accelerates in Pacific in attempt to prevent war with China. So in 2021, China tested more advanced missiles than the rest of the world combined. China has released a propaganda video of their missiles destroying aircraft carriers. So what about China says if we surround them in a threatening manner would make them back off? You know what I mean? What says that if we surround them, because that's what the U.S. is doing. They're ramping up military in Guam, the Philippines. They're opening 2 brand new military bases and putting thousands of soldiers on them. They're deploying more troops to Taiwan right now as we speak. The Nimitz, SS Nimitz has a crew of 5,000 with advanced missile operating systems and advanced fighter jets. It's just, this is getting more and more like NATO came out and said the quiet thing out loud the other day and said that they were going to take Ukraine into NATO. Zelensky made it very clear 2 weeks ago, for those of you who hadn't seen it. He said that if we don't continue to send our money, if we don't back Ukraine, they will take NATO away from America. They will take resources away from America. They will basically destroy the American economy and culture. Zelensky flat out said that if the American citizens don't want to support their war, that they'll destroy the American economy by taking NATO and resources away. Okay, that's an outright threat. That is a declaration of war against our country. They're threatening to take our resources and our economy. And then, yesterday, Zelensky announces that in order for them to not lose the war, American citizens, and he said this with confidence, American citizens are going to have to shed blood on Ukraine soil for them. And we don't have a choice about it. We don't have a choice about it if we don't want China and Russia to invade us. Which gets us to connecting these dots to this as well. Okay? The FBI now, after the Department of Energy, the DOE came out and said the coronavirus most likely is from a lab leak. Now the FBI has come out and confirmed that it's from a lab leak. Oh, why would they all of a sudden, after all of this time, Because it's from China. It's from China. Remember when Trump said that? That's why we call it the China virus, because it's from China. And they called him a racist by saying, he wasn't saying the people of China are the virus, he was saying it came from China. And now we know it did. And the FBI confirms it. So, I got a question about that. For all of these patriots out here that have lost their money, their accounts, had their bank accounts frozen for speaking against the, speaking out and saying that this was from the Wuhan lab, not a block down the street from a damn bat that somebody ate. Do they get their accounts back? Do they get their money back? Do they get justice for... Because the people that got banned from TikTok were banned by the Chinese government, so wouldn't they absolutely have already known that this was a thing? So why would the Democrats all of a sudden now be jumping on board with this? Because now CNN is reporting on this, NBC, ABC, all the ABC news medias, the ABC corporations are now coming out, the ABC government is now coming out and admitting this. Oh, because now it fits their narrative. We released more troops than we have in 3 decades to the West Pacific to show we outright admitted it's a show of force to try to stop a war with China. Okay, then we put 5,000 more troops here, 5,000 more troops there, 100 more troops here. We put more troops in Taiwan. We go down the Taiwan Strait. We pull German ship. We have Germany come over with their ships now. We have Australia coming over with their ships now. Okay, we have a declaration of starting to shoot up fishing boats from China that are in the wrong waters. So, with very advanced warships, by the way, battleships, going after them with the Coast Guard. Coast Guard has some badass boats, bro. For those guys, anyway. So, getting into that, the whole narrative, if you actually look at it now, and see where the Patriots have been coming from all this time, this is strategy. This is 4D chess, is what they're playing in this government, okay? You have to understand, they're taking the coronavirus, they're taking the China virus, we can actually say that now, the China virus, okay? They're taking that, using that for new propaganda. See, they used it for a propaganda over here before as their narrative to take down Trump, okay? He was a racist because it was the China virus. So they stuck with that narrative because it worked for them against Donald Trump. Now, they're using the narrative because they want this over here. They want war with China. They want Russia to advance. That's why they have NATO troops advancing up. That's why they have China coming over. Okay, this is stupid. This is dumb. We don't want this war. We don't want to go to war, right? We don't want this shit. So, what about what the American people want at this point? When does that come back into a factor? When does it come into play that we stand together, united as Christians, as patriots, as American citizens, and we say, this is enough. Okay, teachers are being fired for being Christian. Okay, I live in Florida, supposed to be where world comes to die, where now we have, this week they just put new transgender bathrooms in the Lowells. They've got transgender bathrooms in the Walmarts now. This is Florida. I thought this is where world comes to die. Dude, it's just, they're doing everything they can to just destroy everything we can. Have you seen the new news coming out of the East Palestine spill now? It's freaking horrible, bro. It's now that they've actually gone in and tested the tap water, they're like, oh, this is fucked for generations to come. Oh no, now Norfolk is offering to buy all these people out. Of course they are. Of course they are, because now the truth is coming out. How much past time that it should have been coming out all of this time. This is not America, and we need to wake up to that. So on that note, time to get around to some of this cancel culture shit that's happening to me again right now because somebody doxed me. When I say they doxed me, I mean they posted pictures that had my stuff on social media. Okay, I don't normally post things where it actually shows my actual number and stuff. You just kind of get a glance at it, but you would have to know how to use technology to get it in there usually, or sometimes I do. But I do not have an account on Reddit. I've never been on Reddit. I don't actually really even know what Reddit is, except for things I've heard about them being whiny baby bitches. And we're about to find out that they are. Very much so. So, with no further ado, I hope you can hear this because I recorded it on my laptop. I'll listen to it to see if we can hear it. and it sounded like you could. Turn it up a little. And I'm going to let you hear what I say in this video. What's up, bud? I'm about to play right now what's going on with these idiot liberals after I've been posted on some specific liberal websites. I want you to hear the creepy shit. These people are creepy. Now, I'm going to show you my reaction as I'm listening to it. I'm listening to it while you're listening to it, okay? And if you haven't seen the MAGA puppy post yet, go ahead and check out my MAGA puppy post. What's up, Berserk Bitches? This is some of the sick shit these people leaving messages that are doxing you right now.
Joshua, I liked being with you last night. You're really good at sucking my ass and sucking the cum out of my penis. You were glorious, and I look forward to being with you again. Don't tell anyone, though. It'll be our secret.
These people are truly fucking retarded, man. This is sick shit.
Hi, my name's Sad. I was told to call you that you like to have your balls joined by straight guys. So give me a call, and I'll finger your ass and lick your taint while you come all over me.
I just go through the first few that are at the top of the queue.
Silent. They didn't look weird.
Yeah, it looks like I wanted to mow all the grass in my backyard. There's a lot of grass back there. My backyard. I mean my rectum.
You see what I mean?
This is my first time listening to these ones too. I'm just going through the top few that are on here, guys. So.
Fuck you, cocksucker. I hope you die.
Play that one again.
Oh my god, I recorded it. Can you imagine? What will people do? I can't believe it. They're recording calls. Anyway, Patriots won the last 3 elections and they're going to win the next 10. Dumbass.
How does that make sense? So, Donald Trump was a patriot too, right? You get what I'm saying? What a dumb... These people are absolutely... They're literally fucking retarded. They're literally retarded. What's this one?
Oh my god, Can you?
What's this one? Private number calling me as I'm making this. Hello?
Bitch.
Yeah?
Bitch.
Oh yeah? What you gonna do calling from a private number like a pussy?
Bitch.
Yeah, that's is your life so sad that you have to call me 20 times a day and take everything out of your time? Thank you for calling right in the middle of my stream, by the way. You're giving me content.
Bitch.
Right? See, guys, this is all they can do. Their butt hurt because we're beating their asses, and they're a bunch of pedophile communists that are going to end up in the ground. They wanted a 6-foot rule, well, they're going to get their 6-foot rule, right? It's freaking hilarious, man. These people are literally retarded. Okay, they're in the DSM-5 as mentally divergent, and it's hilarious. This is what I was telling you about. As I'm letting you hear the messages they leave me, this guy calls like a freaking absolute retard. Not knowing that I have a call buster, and all I have to do is get his phone number off of it, and he'll be getting phone calls. Oh, he hung up when I said that. These people, man. I think it's hilarious. Yep, you too there. I haven't even, these are, like I said, this is the first time I've gone through these messages. That was a phone call that just came through from a private number.
Hey, good morning, Josh. This is Neil Figurito across with Chris. You gave Chris's house.
Oh, we'll just ignore that one. I know that person. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. What's this one? Another private number.
Cocksucker, I hope you die.
Isn't that the same guy from before? This motherfucker just leaves the same message every time. This stuff is stupid, man. So I'm going to go here, starting from... Keep going, keep going. So starting from there,
It does
those
sound like,
calls. Those are all people that have called and harassed just today, threatened to kill me and all kinds of good stuff. All that sexual shit you were just hearing, threatening to kill. They won't leave except the one that said you want to die. They won't leave that stuff in the message. They're at least smart enough not to do that. But Missouri, California, Washington, Missouri. 817 number 727.
Yeah. I don't know why that just did that.
They're one of the ones that left. Oh, 9960509. Which one of those messages is that? 9960509. That's this one. What's this one say? Nothing. It's one of the ones that was silent.
Joe Biden rocks.
Oh, it's not silent. At the very end of the message, Joe Biden rocks. These people are literally retarded, man. Did you hear the one guy?
I'm gonna get
won the
banned.
last 3 elections. Well, the last election was Donald Trump, so we at least won that. You're right, we did. You're right, we did. Hey, that was a liberal admitting. Hey, that was a liberal admitting it. We did win the last 3 elections. You're fucking right, bro. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for admitting it.
So, yeah, that's the dumb stuff that these people do. I'm gonna call bust some more of the phone numbers and play some more of the messages on my live tomorrow night. I just think at this point, honestly, this stuff is just stupid to me. The funny part is these people's lives are so sad that when you scroll through on the times, some of these same numbers are calling every 10 minutes for hours, like from midnight until 5 in the morning, just nonstop calling me. And do you people not have a life? Like, am I your life? Because keep saying you want to fuck me, you must really want to fuck me. You must really want to, because all you do is think about me. You're in love with me. You people are in love with me. You don't hate me. You're mad because you know you would never have a chance with a straight white male. And that's what you people's absolute desire is. That's literally what your absolute desire is to have a relationship with a straight white male because you want to pretend you're a woman. And you know you won't have that. You know what, man? That's what they are. But they're also, you have to remember, they're literally mentally divergent. Okay, these people are in the DSM-5. That's the problem with what's going on in America, is that, what? Can I watch myself live? Hey, I came up on my own computer live. That's never happened. If I turn this on, will I echo in the background?
Can I watch myself live? Hey, I came up on my own computer live. That's never happened. If I turn this on, will I echo in the background? Can I watch myself live? Hey, I came up on my own computer live. That's never happened.
Yeah, that's never
If
happened.
I turn this on, will I echo in the background? Can I watch?
Okay, that's gotta go. That'll drive me nuts. But I'm gonna pull up this video, and I'm gonna give a shout out to some of the greats that are out here on the internet. And let's find, where's my salty cracker video at? Okay.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush
Listen,
comfort you can see.
I'm not
and
worried
feel.
about getting arrested over these people. That's the last thought in my mind. I don't give a crap about that, bro. I'm not gonna hold myself back. If you get in my space and you pop my bubble, you're gonna have a bad day. That's just how it is. If you want to keep your distance and talk shit, I'll talk shit with you. You know, I'll push you. See how far I can get with it. It doesn't bother me one bit. I will not tolerate this. See, look, man, I tolerated this shit. I left it alone. I spoke out, but I left it alone for a long time. And, these people are just evil, you know? I mean, what does that make any sense to call and leave that message on my phone? How does that make any sense? Who would even have the testicular fortitude and the morals, the lack of morals in their life and the lack of civility to call somebody and leave that kind of message on their phone? You know what I mean? That's just absolute pure insanity is what that is. That's just pure insanity. Because that's sick stuff, you know. If you called enough messages like that on a messaging machine back in the day, you'd get in trouble for stuff like that, you know what I mean? In a proper America, that's not living in that's not civilized. You're not being a civilized human being when you leave a message. Getting upset and arguing with a person is one thing, but having such a sad life that you have to call me and harass me, but you don't bother me because, like I say, you give me content, you give me stuff to post. I don't care. Keep it coming. You know, in the long run, you're going to make me money with this stuff, so that doesn't bother me. It's just, I felt bad for how sad your guys' lives must be to have to just sit around and think about me all the time. You know? You know what I did today? I didn't think about you. I read my Bible. He won't deal with them. He'll paint the cop cars in their neighborhood in LGBTQ. Is what he'll do. You know, because where woke goes to die, it seems to be where woke goes to thrive. Because every corporate business in Florida is woke as a motherfucker. Woke, wawa, woke. They force their employees to celebrate and wear the pens for all these woke holidays, like Juneteenth and all that shit. Sorry, I got a little of that cannabis-19 virus going around here. A few people in the neighborhood been coughing from it. But yeah, listen guys, everybody keeps saying, let's get this politician to do this, let's get this politician to do that. When are you finally going to say, hey, we got to do something? We got to stand up and make a noise so big that everybody hears it. And unless we unite together and stand beside each other to do this, nothing will ever get done. Because just me by myself out here does nothing. Because it looks like nobody supports the cause. That's the problem with us on the right. Nobody wants to support the cause. There's a select few of us that are out here every single day doing what we can to fight for our communities and our country. To stand up for the voices of the parents, for the voices of the community, and try to find a comparable agreement in some kind of middle ground with everybody so we can all just get along and correlate with each other and have a good life. But nobody wants to get together and do that. That's a problem. But on the left, they'll sure gather in mass to let you know how they feel. So that's why they get what they want. That's why 6 to 10% of the country is controlling 100% of the country right now. If you hadn't heard, there's now a companies become woke because we live in 2023. And the kids of this generation have been indoctrinated by all of the TV shows that are on right now. If you go on Disney, I want you to go on Disney. If you're a parent out here, I want you to go on Disney and I want you to watch what you're allowing your kids to watch if you have Disney. I want you to watch some of these Proud Family episodes where they flat tell you that white people are evil and racist and that you have white privilege and that black people are oppressed and black children should hate white children. This is crazy, bro. Are you nuts? Absolutely. We have chickens too. I love. Don't forget to get the crushed clamshell because your chickens need help digesting. Otherwise, you'll get bloated chickens and they'll die. Okay. Try to feed them corn, like the corn that you feed them. Just get the regular corn feed. And remember, you can free range them other than that. But what you do is you plant a few handfuls of the corn in your backyard, and it pops up like that. Corn grows anywhere. Okay, so you grow a little bit of the corn, then you can always replenish your corn for your chickens. So your chickens are always fed. And the corn will just fall off the stalks over time, and they'll just go pick it right off the corn cobs, and they'll drop more corn in the ground, and it'll continue to grow. You can do the same thing with sunflowers. They'll eat sunflower seeds too. Get you some moringa trees. Everything about the tree is completely edible. They grow like a freaking weed, bro. Every time they get tall, you literally just cut it in half at the trunk, like you're topping a tree, then it'll grow right back out like a bush again. It's hard to kill. Everything on it's edible. If you can, go out, pick some wild lettuce. Look up what that is. It's just like morphine for pain reliever and stuff like that. Grow that in your yard. There's a lot of good things you can do. Cranberry flowers, not cranberries, cranberry flowers. It's a tart, sweet leaf that grows on a really pretty red rose-looking flower, and they grow like wildfire. Berries, grow them like crazy. You're going to need the sugars to make your food taste good when we aren't producing any more stuff. And we're because we haven't seen the spice and the wheat shortage that happened last year yet. The reserves are about to run out soon. This winter is when they're going to see that in Europe. So, stuff like that. Would you guys like me, since I run a survival course, would you like me to start doing some survival stuff on here, posting stuff about bushcraft, survival, how to bug out, like room clearing techniques and stuff like that? Because I have fully functional inside airsoft. Like, they actually have recoil, and they work really well for just learning how to use a narrow exposure and clear a room properly, how to clear your house out, CQB and stuff like that, how to purify water sources, start fires. I could do live animal slaughters on here if you guys want that. You know what I mean? We can go hog hunting. We'll video the hog hunting, and we can go out and slaughter a hog if you'd like us to. Show you how to clean your chickens, slaughter them. You know, I have videos of that. I can just post them. Teaching other people how to slaughter animals. Well, I don't know what state you live in, but you can have chickens anywhere where I'm at. People have them in their backyard in town. You can have a certain amount of chickens. You got to understand, 20 chickens for one person, you'll be throwing eggs in the fucking garbage. You won't be able to use them all, they'll go bad. Okay? And have a pen where you have a rooster, and have a pen where you only have laying chickens, because there's a difference. You don't want to get fertilized eggs in your laying chickens. So have a pen with the rooster, and have a pen where you have a hutch where you have laying hens, and a hutch for your fucking hens. Because when they hatch their eggs, you end up with a lot of chickens very fast. You can start off with 20 chickens, and in 6 to 8 months, you could have like 70 or 80 chickens. No live animal slaughter on YouTube. I'll post some stuff on Port Charlotte Trump Club Telegram, or on Berserker Patriot Store on Telegram then. And if I can, depending on how fast, I'll tell you what, I'll start doing some tactical stuff. How do you just do blade works and stuff like that? How to build shelters. The difference between a lean-to or a dugout, or the difference between building a nice, impenetrable fortress that you want to keep a bear out of in a matter of, a short amount of time, within like an hour. Now, if you want to just pitch something up, show you how to do your bug out kit. Everybody's will be specifically to them, and they'll have the specific bag they want to wear. I would never tell somebody you have to use this specific product. But we do sell the bug out clothes, the combat clothes, and we sell the fully built out IFAK kits. So if you guys decide you want some stuff like that eventually, I sell that stuff. Full on with nasal fusion chest compression needles, one hand nice tourniquets, all kinds of other stuff, chest wound seals. I don't like the wound clot powder, because that's stupid. If you have a crazy wound that's just bubbling, it's not going to do anything, so keep pushing the powder out so that stuff doesn't work. But yeah, I can get into all that kind of stuff. But for now, an Indian, a farm, an Indian. The Bundys, huh? At the Bundy Ranch? I've been prepping for years, buddy. Well, we are in an election season right now, so I have to do some political stuff, you know, for my candidate. So, but yeah, I can get into doing more tactical stuff. I can start setting up some videos and showing you guys some things. That's not a problem. Since it's now, I want to mention this live with YouTube. That there'll be airsoft, so don't be banning me. I got a strike the other day, by the way, when my revolver was on here, and then they dropped the strike. So I appealed the strike and they dropped it. But when my revolver was hanging behind me on that live a couple weeks ago, I got a strike for that. But they dropped it. That's why I didn't make a big deal about it. But airsoft, YouTube, airsoft. Gas-powered airsoft and some electric airsoft, depending on the size of the item. But, yeah, we'll do that. So, I hope everybody's having a blessed day out there. I posted a reading that God put on my heart and my mind today. I was asking for guidance 2 or 3 times today because what happened to my bank account. I'm broke now until I get a check from my bank. They're going to send me a check from an online bank, so I can't just go down and get my money out of the bank. So I'm waiting for a check from my bank now. Keep in mind, second bank will drop me in 2 years because of my tactical stuff in my Trump store. The funny thing is and it's the weirdest thing to me, and it's what breaks my heart the most. I don't ever get banned until I start posting my Jesus stuff, and that breaks my heart. That truly, honestly breaks my heart. Hello, Kim. That truly, honestly breaks my heart that we live in such a sorry world nowadays that Christians are being fired and persecuted. Everybody pray and give some support to the pastor who just got arrested in Canada for going to a transgender event and didn't even do anything wrong. They actually hurt him. They threw him to the ground. It almost looked like they almost knocked him out. And he got charged with disorderly conduct. Days later, the cops came to his house after the fact and arrested him for disorderly conduct. But what they really should have said is get in a boxcar because you believe in Christ. And it's absolute insanity. The reading that I had today goes along with all of this very well too. And the only reason I did the reading is because I prayed 3 separate times, or 4 separate times. I opened the same Bible twice, and I thought I opened to the same page just because, you know how when you put your print in a book and you open it and then you close it and you just close your eyes and open it again, you usually go back to that same page because it's got that memory print for just a minute, you know, the pages. But then I opened 2 other Bibles with my eyes closed asking for guidance to the exact same page. So I had to read it. And it was about turning away from God and all this evil that's going on, and there will be trials and troubles. It's a good verse. I commend you to check that out if you feel like it. Sorry about my reading, my TBI. I think I did all right, especially for the small print that it is. My depth perception, because of my head injury, doesn't allow me to read very well. That's why I kept adjusting it, because my depth perception will completely change and things will start to, they don't go blurry, it just looks like it's moving in and out like this, so I have to move it up. But anyway, I don't want to get emotional, but when I talk about Jesus, I do get emotional. I'm not going to lie. I've broke down in tears thinking about what Jesus has done for me. If you've ever watched The Passion of Christ and the graphic nature of that movie, and that didn't break your heart and make you feel horrible, then I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad for you, and I pray for you if that's the case. And if you haven't, guys, check out Angel Productions and the show Chosen. Give those guys some support, because it's absolutely free. Download the app for free. They accept donations. That's what helps make the new episodes. But I'm telling you right now, it's the best story of Jesus Christ you're ever going to see. They did such. I'll explain that another time. It's a long story, and I've already been on here for 41 minutes. I'll explain that to you. It's all over. See, you don't look at my profile, ding-a-ling, because it's all over my profile and my videos what happened to me. I went through a long legal battle with the military and stuff like that. So I'll explain that to you. There's certain things I don't answer on here because they are in my profile, and I want people to go like and share my videos so I can get more followers, since I am shadow banned. So guys, I appreciate, I know I always forget to say that. I know it is. I'm waiting for, dude, man, I saw the preview for that like a year and a half ago. Holy crap, I'm waiting. And it's all about Armageddon and the end of the world too. Dude, Mel Gibson's a boss, bro. Nobody would back him on that movie. He asked people, some of the biggest producers, to go in with him on that movie, and nobody would. And when that movie came out, oh yeah, they died. Oh yeah, it's a kid. There's a kid. It's crazy, right? Yeah, brain-eating amoeba from the water here, and he died. That's how we know. That's when we got the alert. How many other people have been affected? How many homeless people are out there that nobody can find right now that might be what's wrong with them? Because they swim in this water out here to bathe. I posted videos today of how nasty our water is. Like, we're in a boil water advisory in Charlotte County at least twice a month for the past, what, 4 or 5 years now, Jake, probably? They send you an alert on your phone, like an official alert. You're in a boil water ban. Like, we've had some of the most horrific water catastrophes here, and nobody's ever reported on it other than me. I have never seen one news outlet ever. We had a fecal, they have a drainage pipe that goes, for some reason, under the lake at the Erin Waterway, and it busted. The bilge pump that's hooked up to the pond busted, and it leaked into the Erin Waterway, which goes into all of the waterways except for 2 in Charlotte County, for 3 years. That's something like 586 billion gallons of fecal matter ended up leaking into the waters here in Port Charlotte. They could actually physically see, like 7 years ago, this was a big thing here. They could see water, methane bubbling up in the water, and it smelled like sewage. And several ladies that were under 50 had to have complete aortic heart valve replacements because they were getting so unhealthy from the water, just breathing the chemicals coming off of the water here. But nobody knows about that. Nobody knows that happened in Charlotte County. And nobody knows that we're one of the only counties around that has a permit to let 2 other counties dump their treated fecal matter into our bays. Well, they have it all fenced off like a military compound, so people can't see there's actually crap coming out of the pipe into our water. That's what all this gunk is from, this fibrous gunk on the floor of our beaches in Port Charlotte and all of that stuff. So when you're out there and you feel that nasty, just slushy gunk that feels like poop under your feet, that's what that is. That's people poop. I'm just being honest with you, man. If you scoop it up in your hand and you smell it, it's like, it's fucking horrifying, dude. This place, on a sunny summer day, this town smells like a fat girl's ass that hadn't been washed. And like, come on, someone's down here's got to live in Port Charlotte. You got to verify this. This place smells like shit, right, Jake? This place smells horrible, bro. Like the most horrible rotting fish and ass you've ever smelled in your life, dude. It sucks, and it's everywhere, like everywhere. But we don't get any coverage for that, you know what I mean? Just like these people didn't get any coverage in East Palestine. And this has been going on for years and years here. I've been talking about this since when I first started a Facebook account. I've been posting videos about this. When I was super viral, when I was like what they call a TikTok star, I got a award for TikTok for getting more followers in 2 weeks than anybody ever had. But I also got canceled faster than anybody's ever been canceled. And that was my first time on social media. So I had no backups. Now I got like 12 backup accounts. Which Berserker News, by the way. There's an account on here that only has like 14 followers. It's called Berserker News. That's my backup account in case this one goes down. Berserker News on YouTube. Like I said, Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble. Once I start getting people to follow over there, I'll start posting more stuff over there. But like I said, all of the cop videos are in a row on there. I had someone pull me over on the side of the road just to bullshit with me about them seeing me on the internet. But nobody's seeing these cop videos on my account. They're all seeing them on other people's accounts. So it is what it is. And I guess 1 million people in the world know about my truck. You son of a bitch. Fuck you. I wish it smelled like gunpowder and corn here. When I lived in Michigan, it smelled like gunpowder and corn. How can the mayor not do anything? Mayor? We just have a county here. We don't have a city, buddy. We have county commissioners. We don't have a mayor in Port Charlotte. Punta Gorda has a mayor. See, Punta Gorda in Northport used to be Port Charlotte. It was all Port Charlotte. That was North Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda was our downtown. Well, they split off, and Punta Gorda just starts at the bridge. That's the city. Port Charlotte is just a county. We don't have a city. We don't have a downtown. We don't have anything. Our mall's even closing. Okay, we've got one strip with some stores on it, and then we've got another highway with some stores on it, and that's about it here. There's no stores in the middle of the town. There's no stores on the outskirts of the town. So it's a weird, funky little town that's ran by some weird, funky people, man, in a really weird, crooked way. To the point where the biggest contractor in the state of Florida, or in this state, or in this town, but in the state of Florida, they've got contracts all over. They built Wedgewood Golf Course, all of that. Son happens to be the county commissioner that writes the permit for them to get all of that. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the kind of corrupt this place is. You know, where Only reason our sheriff is the sheriff is because our internal affairs had dirt on him, and he'd been in need of BLM when they were here and glorified them as heroes, and then fired 2 officers that asked the Patriots to come help. We had to come push them back because they had bricks. Because the cops weren't allowed to do anything. They were told to stand down. And that's the kind of town this is. As far as the people go, though, this is a 94% Trump-supporting town that I live in. Always has been. 94% Republican. Like 6.5% registered Democrats. Up to 2022. Okay? And our last elections, it's been that way. Now, I want you to see this next election, we're fucked. Because I'm telling you right now, I've never seen so many Democrats in my town. It's insane. And these people are retarded. Don't come to my town and try to change it. You had to flee your place because of how fucked up it was. So don't come here and try to fuck it up too. We at least need some civilized places left on the planet where the people will actually help you if you're in trouble. You know, if you're broke down on the side of the road, people will stop and give you a hand. If somebody's attacking you, somebody's not just going to video record it, they're going to come stomp that person into the ground, and then the cop might help when they get there, you know? That kind of world, where everybody helps everybody, and everybody's happy, and we all love each other, right? That's what we need. Because if everybody loves everybody, there's no hate, and if everybody helps everybody else, we don't have to have a government control everything and steal our money. If we just all pitched in like we used to way back in the day, just all pitch in and we all get a little something. You know what I mean? Boom, that works out. You want to make a good paycheck, do a good job. You want me to pay you like a fucking boss, be a fucking boss. You know what I mean? If you're just going to go out here and play video games all day and expect somebody to help you, no. You want some help from somebody, go work their land for them and get paid for it. You know what I mean? If I have a resource that you need and you have a resource that I need, hey, look, now we have what each other needs. It's just that simple. It's literally that easy to fix the world. Do you understand that? It's literally that easy to fix the fucking world. You know what can fix the world? Right here. This. Follow this. Because you want to know why it's so hard not to be a sinner as a human being? Because we're all sinners, okay? And as all of us being sinners, we feed off of each other's energy, okay? So what we put our time and energy into is what we get out. That's just, if you want to look at it at a science base, that's just a physics point of view. Whatever energy you put in, you get out, right? So, energy equals mass times the speed of light. No, whatever you put into it, you get back in force. So, if you put good vibes out there left, and you don't attack people, and you don't come off as crazy psychopathic lunatics that either need to be sterilized or purged, because you people are like you're literally pod people. You have no control over your violent actions. I might get passionate and speak, but I don't come put my fucking hands on you unless you come into my space and you bother me or somebody that I care about. Or if I see you just hurting an average citizen. Okay. I won't allow that. I won't stand for it. It's not stupid. I'm not going to break my phone out and record it. I'm going to break something out and I'm going to use it, but it ain't going to be in my damn phone, bro. I'll tell you that. We just need to have, you know the new holiday we need to have? I got a new holiday for us. It's called the One No Technology Day, where everybody has to give up technology for one whole fucking day, 24 hours, and we all get out here and we introduce ourselves to each other. And we look up at the sun and we just live together. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be a holiday worth celebrating? We just have one huge Earth Day where we all get out in our communities and everybody has an entire town barbecue. Okay? And you just walk around your community and you meet everybody. That's a great holiday. I think that would be one of the best holidays. Besides Christmas and Easter. Those are my two best holidays. My two favorites. I love Halloween, but I love Christmas and Easter. I don't care what anybody says. I can be called a sappy dude. I like Christmas carols. I can't sing at all. But I damn sure do in private as loud as I can, like a damn strangled cat. So, but I like Christmas music. I like Jesus music. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, Tyson James' new album, the song Unholy, it's about I don't know how you pronounce it because I don't really know who this person is, Blasey or whatever, at the awards, the demonic thing. Great song. Red Pill, great song. You have to listen to Armed and Dangerous if you haven't heard it by Tyson James. When he says, you got the blood of the chicken, but I got the blood of my Jesus, and just the way that it flows, it shall put chills in your body. Okay? Obviously, check out Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch. Ryan Upchurch is going through a lot of bullshit right now, in case you don't know. Give him some support. So, let's go with, all of that. Just listen to a new song by Dirty White Boys, Ready for War. Good song. That's all I can think to plug right now for. Steven Crowder, obviously. He's still not back. Love you, brother. We miss you. So shitty what happened to you. But listen, you're a necessity in this culture war. You're one of the best. Nobody gives receipts the way you give them. Nobody gives the facts the way you give them. You're a very smart, educated comedian. Okay, I hate when people call him a reporter. He's not a reporter. He's a fucking comedian. He's a damn good political comedian, man. I love Steven Crowder. MorningMugClub.com. Morning Mug Club. StopBigCon.com. Alex Jones. Support him. InfoWars. Rumble. InfoWars. Give him Rumble. Subscribe. Boom. Who else? Matt Walsh. Michael Knowles. Redacted. Check all these right-leaning news sources out. They give you a lot of good stuff. Facts Matter. The guy from Epoch Times, still out there fighting like crazy, still doing what he can. I got interviewed from the guys at Epoch Times that are in my town a couple weeks ago. I don't know whatever happened to that. So if you have Epoch Times, everybody calls it the Epic Times, but it's pronounced Epoch Times. Epic's not spelled the same way as Epoch. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed night. I'm going to eat some candy. I'm going to contract the Cannabis-19 virus. And if you guys I don't have a Disney subscription right now, but I have a free copy of the Punisher TV series. I gotta give it to Disney on that. I gotta give it to them, no matter what woke shit they got. They did a good job with the Punisher show. That shit's fucking hardcore. And thank you for not have gone woke. From all things I've heard, they have not gone woke with Star Wars. They've actually gone more hardcore with Star Wars. So being a nerd with a Star Wars tattoo, a Star Trek tattoo, and a Dragon Ball fucking Z tattoo, which is completely against my demeanor, I get that. Thank you for that, I guess. It sucks that I haven't seen any new Star Wars shows because I canceled Disney so long ago. But whatever. Thanks a lot, George Lucas. Thanks a lot, Stan Lee. You know, I won't watch Marvel anymore. They fucked that all up. Anyway, good night, guys. Be blessed. Be safe. Lord and Heavenly Father, in Jesus' name, please bless everybody out there and watch over them. Just bring guidance and peace and love into the world, Lord. We love you so very much. Please forgive us for our sins. Please give us application of your word, understanding, and just love in our hearts for each other, Lord. Please help us fight this evil and help us have the strength to keep going, Lord. In your name, all glory to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, guys. I love you very much. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Let me check here, see what's been said while I was not paying attention. Yeah, Upchurch does have a lot going on. You as well. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Well, wouldn't that be a no technology day where we all have to get out and be with each other? That'd be a love your neighbor day. That'd be the same thing. We all have to get out and be with our community. You know, have a plan with each other in case there is a huge natural disaster, which all signs are freaking pointing to. Okay. On that note, I caught up with everybody. I had five viewers tonight from what I could see. It doesn't tell me anything on here. Love you guys. Be safe. Boom. Boom.